Hey guys, it's JC here, and I'm bringing you a CWL war recap of Clantanemo Bay versus War and Glory. Unfortunately, Clantanemo Bay here lost 109 to 113. We had a pretty exciting breakdown utilizing Supercell's new 45v45 clan war feature. The breakdown was 5 town hall 11s, 18 town hall 10s, and 17 town hall 9s. Clantanemo Bay had 3 10v10s. We went perfect on dips and had a 65% Town Hall 9 hit rate. Unfortunately, we went 17% on 10v11 and didn't get a chance to clear a base. War and Glory's 11's base builders really turned the war for us, and we didn't have that many attempts on 10s, so we couldn't really catch up on 10v10s. War and Glory had 6 10v10s. They also went perfect on dips, and they had a 59% Town Hall 9 hit rate, and they went an impressive 5 for 12 in 10v11 action for 42%. Without further ado, let's get into some replays. So the first replay I'm going to show you guys is a 10v10 by Yaggle against their number 8, which is pretty cool. Their number 8 was pretty high. It's a max Town Hall 10, and we cleared it, which is pretty impressive. So he starts off with the Barbarian King, Baby Dragon Funnel with the Archer Queen. Archer Queen breaking in with wall breakers. Archer Queen's gonna go in, clearing out the cannon, Archer Tower, Wizard Tower, and luckily for us, the Lava Hound follows the King, so it didn't really hold up the Queen. Here comes the Lalo part. Two hounds, and then just a counterclockwise of loons. And what's great about this base is that kind of island off the Infernos is that once you clear the left side and the right side defenses around it, you can path loons directly in there. Rage and Skeleton Spell for the Queen. As you can see, there's so many loons remaining, and since all the ADs are on the bottom side, it was pretty easy to get the Lalo working, and pretty good pathing around. Heal, another heal with the haste, clears out the remaining buildings. Wizard Tower is shooting against a healed loon, which is great. Inferno Tower goes down, and then all the loons are under the heal for the remaining defense of a mortar that doesn't even shoot up. Last but not least is just cleanup. I'm gonna speed it up. And this is a great attack. I didn't get a chance to watch this live, but once I saw the replay, I was like, wow, this is really good. Great base identification by Yaggle, and just a great attack. I know we had a couple of fails on it. It's about two or three fails on it, just trying it out, and then we actually pulled it through, which is great. The next attack is by Taz on number 22. And Taz is great at Queen Walk drags. Any base that we can see that's a Queen Walk dragable base, he definitely hits it first. Just because he's just really good at it. Queen is down with the King to funnel off the right-hand side. Smartly doesn't deploy the healers until the Queen starts getting damaged, just because you don't know what's going to happen with 80 there, and you kind of want to make sure they path correctly. Rage for the Queen, while on the bottom side, the King and kind of a King Wizard walk, where the King is tanking for the Wizards, grabs the second air defense. The Queen is going to walk her way around and get the third air defense. And then a loon take out a black mine, which was scouted. Lures the hound out. But luckily, he deployed the archers, so they are distracted. Doesn't race up to the cannon or the Archer Queen, so the Archer Queen can still do a lot of work. Queen finally gets the air defense, and then now it's time for the drags. a bunch of drags with loons as a backup coming from the left side of the base. And he has so many rages for him. He has 3 rages just for the drags. And the queen is also going to stay up because of a rage. As you can see, there's not really much left that's really threatening the drags. A couple arch towers, but the drags are right on top of them. And then the air defense on the back end can be troublesome. But luckily, the queen is still alive, and she's walking around, and she's going to clutch the last air defense. This was also kind of scary where there was just one single dragging against the Inferno while the arch tower is hitting it. But luckily, it gets it down just in time, and then it just dies. But he has about 2 drags left with the queen, and I think he was a little bit close on time. I know I was watching this live, and I was like, but at that point, we knew it was over no matter what the time was. And yeah, great attack by Taz. Our last 10v10 of the day is by KC. Another low weight base, but still a really great attack. Using minions and archers kind of falling off the sides. Uses the new giant skeleton, which targets defenses, and once killed it leaves a bomb that actually does a tremendous amount of damage. Giant skeleton is beating on the mortar, beating on the king. It goes down. And you see that? It destroys the neighboring archer tower, which is great. You know, the bomb was outside, explodes, and kills off a defense that's inside. That's great value right there. Bowler down. Archer queen to funnel off the side for the kill squad. King's down. Throws down a jump. That's a perfect place to jump, by the way. Really gets him in there. Valk's down. Queen sets her ability. She's clearing out the funnel on the side. Rage, poison, the queen, and the Lalo CC. And really, just the Valks are just destroying everything within. Anytime you see like big compartments like that, that aren't just stacked with a lot of defenses, a lot of point defenses, or slash defenses, it's good to use Valks just because they can really just tear through compartments. Hogs are down. Nice heal and freeze on the Inferno. And they're just ripping the base apart. Another heal. I think KC wanted to have the kill squad take out the Inferno tower on the bottom side. It's definitely a little bit risky here since Inferno is up against Hogs, but luckily he had a ton remaining. The Hogs go and clutch the Inferno tower, and now it's just clean up. I thought that was a great, amazing attack, Casey. Great base identification. I know that I've seen you do FCs a lot, and you've been doing a lot of Valks, and just playing around with them, and they can do so much value once you figure out a base and their weaknesses to it. Finally, I want to show you guys some Town Hall 9 action. I wanted to shout out to our Town Hall 9 six-packers. They are TG, Ravenclaw, Porsche, Ked, and Hijeltness. I'm going to show you guys a couple attacks from them. Again, Town Hall 9 isn't as easy as people think it is. I think the league averages are probably 50 to 60%. It's not guaranteed 80% like it was, I think, a couple updates ago, and it still is impressive to go 3 stars in a row. So our first attack I'm going to show you guys is by Porsche on 24. And he actually did this attack twice, which was great. A lot of their bases were stacked, two stacked ADs on opposite sides of the base, which was pretty interesting to see the majority of their Town Hall 9s designed like that. Queen is down, king the funnel, and Portia is going to use earthquakes to get the queen in, take out 2 air defenses and the queen, and just lalo the rest of the base. King is the funnel, baby dragon is the funnel, and once you can get a big enough funnel and just have the earthquakes kind of lead your queen in, and she can get the value of 2 air defenses plus the queen and a bunch of other air targeting attacks, it's just a successful attack just because how strong loons are right now. And plus a level 4 lava in there as well. Rages the queen, take out the enemy queen and the CC with a nice poison. Takes out the CC. Queen is just gonna do work inside the base. Takes out 1 sweeper. Gonna move over to the right. Takes out the wizard tower. And while she's going, starts the lalo. Opposite of the air defense that's remaining. Nice haste. And just kind of loons all around, and just the way the pathing worked out on how his queen just cut the funnel in terms of how the loons need to path. They just kind of go counterclockwise throughout the base. There's this hero wizard down there getting supported by all of the healers, which was great. Finally dies, but takes out a Tesla by itself, which is pretty impressive. But it didn't really matter because all the loons were pretty much alive against that one lonely Tesla at the bottom. Now it's just cleanup. That's a really great attack. Again, if you're Town Hall 9, I would definitely look to do that against bases that have stacked air defenses, 2 stacked air defenses on one side, or even all 4 air defenses stacked on one side. If that earthquake can open it up where your queen can do that much damage, then definitely you'd try to figure out a pathing to get her in and utilize that attack. Second attack I'm going to show you guys is by Higeltness. And this is pretty cool. He actually uses a Golem Heroes to take out 2 air defenses. Again, they had a bunch of them stacked, 2 of them stacked on the same side, so it's pretty good, useful to use. A level 6 Golem, which is, this is a level 7 Golem, I think? No, level 6 Golem, which is the new Golem that Supercell released. Heroes. And just wizards kind of funnel them in. And that Golem lasts a long time, just because Town Hall 9 defenses can't really take it down as fast. It's really meant for Town Hall 11 defenses. Unfortunately, the queen walks. Luckily for him, the king is just a beast and takes out both the air defenses plus the queen. And now it's just lalo time. Two lavas down with haste. He needs tons of haste for the remaining of the base. Another lava. And all the loons are just pathing around. Unfortunately, for this base, it had the sweepers up. I think with his initial plan, he wanted the queen to get in there to take out the sweepers, but it didn't really matter that much. Just because if you can get the value of 2 air defenses down for just the heroes, and that leaves you so much army camp space for loons and the hounds, is just great. And that's pretty much the attack. Just fast forward. So again, if you ever see air defenses stacked on one side like that, definitely try to utilize an air attack over a hog attack, just because it's really giving you, it's really testing you guys against the air defense or air attacks, just because you give up 2 air defenses right away. Third 10 on 9 action is Ravenclaw against their 28. And this is just a Goho attack. Use archers and minions clear out the sides. Golem down. With Baby Dragon down to cut the funnel. Wizards down for an additional funnel. Test wall breakers, and then the rest of the wall breakers, which is super important if you're going fresh. And Ravenclaw actually had 2 fresh triples, which was really impressive. Because you don't know where the traps are, you don't know what the CC is. You kind of have to prepare for all of it. Heroes down. Wizards going in with the heroes, which is great. Golems are still tanking. Nice jump to get a lot of the value of the base. Hound pops. Poisons the queen and the hound. What's great here is, look what he did. He saw that Teslas come out, and if the Teslas are getting tanked by the king or the golems or anything like that, they're down to a couple hogs. They're so low HP that you can just throw a couple hogs, they'll take them out, and they are no longer flanking your kill squad. Hogs are down, just kind of surgical hogs throughout the base. Nice second poisoning against the pups that are following the hogs. And this is a 3... He didn't even use a rage for the kill squad, which is pretty impressive. 3 heals and a jump. And with that many heals, it just gives you so much leeway in terms of attacking, just because you can kind of heal almost the whole base. Heal for the hogs under the king and the bottom tower, which is pretty important. King can do so much damage against hogs if left alone. Hogs clear up the skeleton traps, and then finally they hit the king, and he's done. And now it's just kind of cleanup time. So I'll speed this up. Great attack, Ravenclaw. Great fresh triples from you. And yeah, just keep it up. It was a great attack. Our fourth Town Hall 9 showing is against 32, which is Ked. And he actually did Skelly Lalo for both of his attacks, which was pretty impressive. King is down. I don't believe this was fresh. I forget. Queen is down. King takes out... Yeah, this can't be fresh, especially if there was a Tesla farm here. King is taking out the Tesla farm. Queen to funnel. Or no, Queen to actually take out some pretty important defenses. Does he get the queen with his queen? Oh, he did. No, she's alive. Wow, that was pretty close. So, wow, this is a pretty good attack right here. Usually, with Sui Lalo at Town Hall 9, you try to get an air defense. But he kind of just makes it work here. Kind of, I guess it was a really nice compact base with nice pathing. Skelly's the loon, or Skelly's the AQ. Heals the pack of loons in the middle, which is great. And as you see, that level 4 Lava Hound, it just kind of stays up the whole raid. It probably didn't hit that many black mines, and just the health on it was so much health on it. And he probably has a majority of his loons that he deployed still remaining. And it's pretty much clean up from here. Great attack, great Skelly Lalo. It's pretty impressive that he didn't get AD and still made it all work. I guess if you can get down to Teslas easily, because I think he got all 4 Teslas with his heroes and a bunch of air defenses, or archer towers and stuff like that with his queen, which is a great attack. Good job, Ken. Our last and final attack is the greatest. Against their 39. And this is just a simple, very, very simple Goho attack. He uses hogs to get the funnel. No, get the cut off the golem pathing. As you guys may or may not have known, the golems have been, their AIs have changed a little bit, where they actually go, I believe 9. I forget how many tiles, but it's an absurd amount of tiles as they used to do. As they used it before. So he uses hogs to actually cut off that cannon so the golems stay in the middle. Puts a jump down. Rages the bowlers and everything in the middle. Poisons the CC. And with just a compact base like this, you can just, if everything can go straight and nothing really flanks your defenses like that, your bowlers can do so much work, as you see. 2 jumps really open up the whole base. Golems are still tanking. King is still alive. Bowlers are all alive. And just throwing rocks. And then just kind of a surgical deployment of hogs around where everything is getting tanked or it needs to be buffed. As you saw around the golem on the left-hand side when they were going against Teslas. Just kind of sprinkle the hogs around and take out key defenses that are getting tanked by the kill squad or the golems. Speed it up. I thought it was a great attack, the greatest, with how you identified, hey, 2 jumps and nothing really flanks my bowlers, and as long as I keep everything going straight and north, it will clear the base, which is great. Anyway, this is the war recap of our final week in CWL regular season. Fortunately for us, we made the playoffs at 6-5. I know it was kind of screwy at the end where I think there was 5 teams that had 6-5 records, and fortunately for us, we had some pretty good wins throughout the regular seasons against these tie-breaking teams to clutch us to win. As I think we're 10th seed and we're facing North Watchers first round in the playoffs. I know our guys here, we're not warring for the rest of the next 2 weeks just to test bases and kind of just get our FC game on, kind of test new strategies, get everything in line. And but yeah, we're gonna go at North Watchers with as much as we can, try to make it to the second round and face Fate Wargasm in the second round. But first, we have to concentrate on North Watchers, get them done, show our best showing, and it's all about just putting up a good show and doing what we know we're capable of putting up. On a side note, one thing I kind of want to do, as now I took over this new channel, as Psycho took over his old channel, is I kind of want to explore if you guys had any questions about me, JC. I'm not sure if you guys knew, but I went to Finland when I was part of Reddit Omega under Stone. I think it was, I forget what the account name was. No, it was actually Cuban, the account name. So that's me. If you ever watched the Supercell stream of Reddit Omega versus Dark Looters. And I'm just fielding any questions that you guys and the Clash community may or may not have about Finland and Supercell in general. I can tell you as much as I can without violating the non-disclosure act I signed. But yeah, feel free to ask me any questions about Finland, about Supercell, what went into production and all that stuff. And yeah, so I'm just gonna leave that up to you guys. Post it in the comments. I'll probably shoot another video, which is Q&A. I'm trying to set up a video screen overlay so you guys can see my face, and I'll answer your questions through that with Clash in the background doing replays. Anyway, this is JC signing out. Hope to see some good comments. See you guys.